Is building muscle after 50 exactly the same as building muscle when you're younger? Good question. Now, while many believe that building muscle is exactly the same at any age, while the principles of progressive overload and intensity of effort remain the same, there are certain adjustments that have to be made to suit the older body's needs. I'm Psymon H, Muscle After 50 coach, and naturally jacked 54-year-old. And in today's video, I'm going to delve into the principles of building muscle. And then, most importantly, I am going to delve deeper into the similarities and the differences between building muscle after 50 compared to the younger counterparts. Now, are you ready to grow? Come on, let's go. Now, the first principle is intensity of effort. And that just simply means how hard are you pushing yourself in a particular exercise. Whether you're lifting a barbell or hoisting grocery bags, the key is to challenge your muscles enough to stimulate growth. For both the younger and the older adults, this means reaching a failure in your sets, where completing another rep with good form is nearly impossible. Okay, now we got that in play. The second core principle is progressive overload, and that just simply refers to the increasing amount of stress that's placed on a particular muscle during an exercise. Muscles grow when they are regularly challenged to handle more weight or perform more repetitions. The difference for those over 50 is in how these increases are implemented. Older muscles benefit from smaller, more gradual increments to avoid overtraining and injury. This could come by something as simple as adding 2 pounds to the bar, or extending a set by 1 repetition, or slowly increasing the range of motion. Okay, so we can't talk about the core principles of building muscle without including frequency and volume. Younger adults can often handle higher frequency training, working out a muscle group 3 or 4 times a week. For those over 50, a training frequency of 2 to 3 times per week is usually more appropriate. This allows adequate recovery time, which becomes more critical as we age. Volume, or the total amount of work, like reps times sets times weight, is also a crucial part of building muscle. While high volume can be beneficial for younger individuals, older adults should focus on low to moderate volume with an emphasis on quality over quantity. This reduces the risk of overuse injuries and ensures each workout is effective without being excessive. Now, with that being said, with volume is on the other end of the scale to intensity of effort. So imagine if you use a high level of intensity of effort, the less volume you need. Okay, let's talk about rest and recovery. Rest between sets. Now, a younger person may not need as much rest between sets than an older individual. But the idea of rest between sets, especially when you're over 50, it should be enough time that you are partially recovered, enough to be able to sustain the same amount of intensity for the next set. But it shouldn't be too long where you've almost forgotten what you're supposed to do, or the intensity falls off the cliff. So a good gauge could be anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes. Recovery is where age shows its hand more clearly. Younger muscles recover faster due to more robust cellular repair mechanisms and less chronic inflammation. For older adults, recovery strategies must be more deliberate. So make sure when you're hitting that silverback milestone that you're getting adequate rest. Make sure that sleep is high on your priority list. Now, another factor that is worth considering is the protein factor. You see, when we get older, our bodies become less responsive to the anabolic effects of protein. This is called anabolic resistance. So in short, an older body will need more amino acids to trigger the same amount of growth response than a younger person. But with that being said, more protein means more acidity. So a trick that an older person should use is making sure that they alkalize their body. An often overlooked aspect of muscle health in older adults is the body's pH balance. A more alkaline environment can reduce inflammation and improve muscle function. So incorporating alkalizing foods and substances can be beneficial, like vegetables, leafy greens, broccoli and cucumbers help balance the body's pH level. Limes and lemons. These citrus fruits, despite being acidic in taste, have an alkalizing effect. Another area that can be different being younger than it is when you're older is definitely your T levels. Testosterone levels decline with age, making muscle building more challenging. However, several natural supplements, vitamins and minerals can help support healthy testosterone levels. Here's a few. Vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency is linked to low testosterone levels. So supplementing with vitamin D can improve overall health and support testosterone production. So there's a few supplements that I've added to my regime to help boost my natural T levels. Things like zinc, boron, magnesium, ashwagandha, tonka ali, fenugreek. So the last difference that we're going to touch on is joint health. You see, when you're younger, your joints are more supple and ready for action. But as you get older, you're carrying more war wounds. Your joints are less supple. So that means that more care has to be taken with what kind of exercises you do, how you perform them, the speed at which you perform them. And this is one of the major reasons why I use slow motion high intensity training. The core principles of building muscle still remain the same. Intensity of effort, progressive overload, certain amount of volume and frequency. But as you get older and you're getting into that muscle after 50, there's certain things that you have to adhere to if you're being smart. So please like, please share this video, and most of all, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe now and click on that notification bell so you can be notified anytime I drop the good stuff for building muscle after 50. Now, stay safe, keep smiling, keep training hard, and keep showing the young'uns how it's done. Peace.